8.3.2 says determine the values of b for which h and g will no longer be tangents to our graph. So we have to recognize that the a tangent is only a tangent if it touches a graph once and only once. So the only way that b can control h and g being tangents is if it goes below our graph over here. So if d goes up, so if b is increasing, then it won't really matter because they can still be tangents that meet at that point. But if our value of d goes below the turning point of our function, then they will be forced to cut the graph more than once, which will result in them losing their title of tangent. So in order to figure out what that value of b is, the threshold, we substitute our value that we calculated of the turning point into the formula of our function. So f1 or f prime x is equal to minus 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. If we put x in as 1 over 3, which is the value over here, 1 over 3, then we can find our turning point, the y value at the turning point, which we can make out to be 4 over 3. And that is obtained by substituting 1 over 3 into x like this. And then we get our 4 over 3. So if b is less than this value here, then we will have a problem. Then they will cease to be tangents. So our question says determine the values of b for which h and g will no longer be tangents to our graph f. That will happen at b is less than 4 over 3 units. So b cannot be less than 4 over 3. If it is, then it would be somewhere over here, and our graphs would be forced to cut through that point and cut through the graph again. If they're cut twice, then they are no longer tangents.